Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, I'm back. Came back in one piece. I've been away at a stag do. My brother's wedding is coming up, and we took him out across the town in Bristol. 2 days drinking, back to back. I'm a bit old for that now. But it was a lot of fun. Today we're going to be looking at endgame Artak. And he has just had the fix. Yeah, we knew this fix was going to come because his passive was not working correctly. Saf called it out. We've looked at it. I think, yeah, he's not going to be quite as kind of like busted as he was. And I will like try and recreate the solo comp that I did last week just to make sure it's still working. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about taking him into the end game and seeing what he can really do at the highest level of this game. But they've changed his passive now so that it does what it reads to do. So what it was doing was almost giving him infinite speed and resistance because it was just coded incorrectly. Now it's going to go back to giving you a maximum 100 speed and a maximum 100 resistance. He's still crazy good. Okay, let's not forget why we was hyped about him in the first place. He's still got an obscenely good kit. Yeah, he throws out the HP burn across the whole enemy wave, and he restores his max HP when he does this, but he's losing max HP for other areas of the game. So he throws out the HP burn. He's then got this burn activator on the A2, which is extremely strong. It's one of the strongest abilities in the game for endgame. And he's got a decreased attack on all enemies as well. And he's got the ability to try and extend a burn on his A1 as well. So in this video, we're going to be taking him into some of the hard dungeons. I've got him in regen gear. He's in good gear. This is an end game video, okay? So I know you're going to cry about that, but honestly, sometimes you've got to show what these champions can actually do in the right setup. So we've got, you know, HP on the gloves. We've got accuracy on the chest, and we've got speed with HP % ascension on the boots. Regen gear with perception gear. For the sets, I mean, regen gear is important for what I'm going to show here. The sets aren't really what's important. It's more about the stats. 250 speed is what I was looking for. High health, good defense. And then I wanted around 440 resistance and about 350 accuracy for what I'm going to show. Which has meant I've had to switch into the kind of more, I guess, defensive type of build that I would use. So we've taken resistance as our main mastery. And don't forget, we'll get more resistance over time, but I don't really want to bank on it for some of the stuff I'm going to be showing. So here's the mastery setup. Let's start by showing him in perhaps one of his best spots, Ice Golem 10. I've got a team here. Basically, you've got wave clearers in Seer, Kaimar, and Elva. Elva's in a shield set, so I've got an extra set of buffs for Seer to rip off. Kaimar resets that ability. And then really, Artak and Theodore are both in there for the boss. Now, let's check this one out. Some of these runs are pretty quick. So really, the wave killing is all about Seer here. Anyone who does it, like if there's any 3-man wave clearing type teams like the Poison Exploders and stuff, they can replace what I'm doing here. But ultimately, if you took out the crazy wave clear and just had more defensive champions, then you can get through the waves with Artak's burn. You just need other sort of defensive people to do it. But Theodore's in a similar type of regen set build. And these two then come into the boss really just to get the job done. But because they've got burn activation going on, you can clear the kind of health pools really, really fast. Obviously, the resistance that we're building up from Artak just means he's not getting some of this like heal reduction and stuff. Honestly, I didn't think that my Theodore would either. He must just be a little bit low on the resist. But it doesn't matter. And ideally, you even get to this position where it's just Artak. The decreased attack is killer against this boss. You absolutely need it on to survive the hits that you take. And the burn is the best way to do damage against this boss. The longer the side ads stay up, the better, because they take damage as well when they burn. But 1 minute and 6, we take it, we move on with our lives, and we only really come to Ice Golem when there's an event for Ice Golem anyway. So for Dragon, I don't use Artak in. That is my proper endgame team now, by the way. Not like, oh, here's an Artak video. That is my best team for that dungeon. This is my best team for Dragon. But what's quite cool is that the same Ice Golem team can just come in and do a job here. It's just not as quick. So my team is all about poison explosion for Dragon, with like the Theodores and stuff, with the Calvalaxes and Xaviers and all that type of stuff. Just need another buff there to rip off to finish that wave off in one shot. But as I say, this team's not built to beat Dragon up, so I've not like optimized the wave killing. What you will see with Artak, he can be a really useful kind of end game Dragon killer, because the burn still does a lot of damage and it does it quick. So getting the burn up, having the decreased attack as well is really useful for Dragon, because it puts his own increased attack on. Really want the rest of my dudes to die here so we can just have Theodore and Artak taking on the boss. That's pretty much where I want to be. Everyone else is just kind of wasting our time, but they're a bit tanky. It seems they're a bit tanky to just drop now that I've got the decreased attack on. And this is why it's a bit slower, really. We've got a lot of animations which are just wasted animations going on. Whereas with my Poison Exploder team, this is better. Poison Exploder team, everyone drops apart from Theodore and he just does it really quick. But it's still going to end up being, for a Dragon 10 hard, using the same setup, same champs, it's like a, what, 1 minute 20, 1 minute 16, which is still pretty quick. Okay, where else do we take him? Into the Spider's Den. Yeah, Spider. We've got someone else to put a burn up first. We've got poisons popping up. Poisons popping up. Theodore activates the lot. Artak activates the burn. And then Calvalax says, I'm coming in to slay this fella. And again, another endgame team. And this is my actual best Spider team right now. Yeah, so again, this is a free login legendary. And my game is super endgame. And we're kind of coming in, slamming the Spider down 14 seconds. Thanks for coming. And obviously, in terms of damage here, he's not doing the damage, although he kind of is. But it's just slick as you like. And again, the kind of stat requirement here is just make sure that everyone's going in the right turn order. Everyone needs to be over 250 speed. And Calvalax needs a decent amount of damage to just kill the little spiderlings at the end. So that's 2 dungeons where he's actually in my endgame team, and a third where he can come in and play really well. I've not tried him yet. We need to speed tune Sand Devil. He can definitely be the kind of Sand Devil duo like this in Ninja Spot. I've not tried to speed tune him to do that yet. I was waiting until he was fixed because I think that was going to be a tough ask while he was getting infinite speed kind of popping through. Not really in anything to do with Finite for me. So I guess the last area where I will use him endgame is against Hydra. We're going straight into Nightmare mode. I do have the most disgusting team here. Probably going to make you throw up in your own mouth. We've got Duchess, Tahanarak, Krizia for damage, Iron Gut coming in as one of my new fellas with the max HP hit, as well as some provokage if we need it. I've got Krisk. Honestly, these two are doing a bit of a similar job nowadays. I could probably take Krisk out. But anyway, just for a disgusting team, we're going to go with it. And then we've got ourselves the new burner in. I have set him up to use his A3 first, then his A2, because he likes to A2 first, which is the same with all of this stuff that I showed you today, is AI is not the best. Now let's play through. We're on Nightmare. We're going to try and get the 1 key as quick as we possibly can. That's always my aim now for Hydra stuff, is like how quickly can I just get to the end of this and move on with my day. So we get the burnout everywhere. We're going to let this roll and see what sort of damage we do.
It's been way too long, I've been building walls around me. Keep my distance so you never know too much about me. Trying to keep you out cause I love my safe space. But the problem is I never looked into my own face. Am I ashamed of myself? Am I afraid of my emotions? Am I ashamed of myself? Am I afraid of my emotions? We let it go, will you hold it inside? It's hard to take the blame, I know it doesn't feel right. We let it go, will you hold it inside? You're more than just your past, you're more than what you realize. We let it go, will you hold it inside? It's hard to take the blame, I know it doesn't feel right. We let it go, will you hold it inside? You're more than just your past, you're more than what you realize. It's been way too long, I've been building walls around me. Keep my distance so you never know too much about me. Trying to keep you out cause I love my safe space. But the problem is I never looked into my own face. Am I ashamed of myself? Am I afraid of my emotions? Am I ashamed of myself? Am I afraid of my emotions? Yeah. We let it go, will you hold it inside? It's hard to take the blame, I know it doesn't feel right. We let it go, will you hold it inside? You're more than just your past, you're more than what you realize. We let it go, will you hold it inside? It's hard to take the blame, I know it doesn't feel right. We let it go, will you hold it inside? You're more than just your past, you're more than what you realize.
Well, there you go. Artak comes in, does 14.2 mil. Obviously, the enemy max HP champions are doing more. And I think if I had someone else in here as a second burner instead of someone like Grazure, actually Artak's value goes up because there's more burns for him to ignite over time. Just igniting his own, he actually cleans through them quite quick. And if I was building him just for Hydra and I didn't care about some of that dungeon stuff I've already showed you, then I would probably not build him the same way. I'd probably go Relentless Gear or something like that. Or just, yeah, just give him the ability to land his burns and stuff way more often. But there you go, guys. Endgame Artak. He is a beast. I've been Hell Hades. I'll see you later.